All right, Rwandan genocide, topic 5, nature of the actual genocide. Initially, the killings that are taking place during this genocide are going to be done by members of the Presidential Guard and extremists, okay, Hutu extremists. Again, remember, this killing starts relatively fast after the initial plane crash happens. Again, initially done by Hutu extremists and members of the Presidential Guard. However, this is soon going to expand to encompass a large number of individuals. You have the Interahamwe, the Impuzagambi. Cannot pronounce that. I'm sorry on my pronunciations. It's going to be working with soldiers and the police, again, to go and commit these killings. So again, you have members of the Rwandan military taking part in this and members of the Rwandan police force. Those individuals that are supposed to be protecting individuals are now expanding into the killing. They're going to hunt down Tutsi and they're going to kill the Tutsi. Tutsi are told to go and take refuge in public buildings and churches, places that traditionally would be areas of sanctuary, an area where they could go and be safe and not be killed. However, that does not happen. We have the one example of the church, where they went inside the church, the doors were locked, and Hutu extremists went on the roof and proceeded to fire inside, killing everyone. You can actually visit that church today, and you can still see holes in the ceiling where the bullets entered before taking the life of a Tutsi who was killed simply for being a Tutsi. Again, going right back here. Another thing to understand about the nature of the genocide is the method in which killing happened. Okay, it was very graphic. Okay, guns were used to an extent. However, the most common method was the machete. Now, the machete is important to understand right through here because it is the average farm tool that virtually everyone in Rwanda, again, a very agricultural society at this time, had. Okay, virtually everyone had a machete. The machete was used to clear the bush. Okay, quite literally when farming, you would use it to clear the bush, and you would also use it to clear the bush, in quotes right through here, as get rid of the Tutsi, kill the Tutsi, cut them to pieces, chop them. It's also important to understand the physical toll that is used when chopping someone to pieces versus just shooting them, okay? It's easy to pull a trigger. It doesn't take a lot of time. It doesn't take a lot of personal connection compared to chopping someone to pieces with a machete. One blow is probably not going to kill them. It might take a couple of blows from that machete before they're actually killed. So it's, again, a lot more physical, a lot more personal for those who are doing the actual killing, which is going to take a toll on some. As you can imagine, any killing, anyone's going to take a toll, but especially with this kind of real forceful thing. It also shows the nature and how violent the whole thing was, and how frenzied everyone really was in their killing. It's a lot easier to just pull the trigger of a gun than it is to chop someone repeatedly. It takes a lot more physical manpower. Again, it's a lot more personal. It's a lot more bloody and violent. And if you're going to see this on a consistent basis and still go through, it shows really how committed to killing you truly were. So it is important to understand that. Again, I haven't shown any of the images here for a number of reasons, but it is something, if you are interested in understanding exactly how the killing took place, it might not be a bad idea to look at some of those on a quick little search. Again, they are very graphic, but it does do a good job of explaining exactly what happened and why it happened. I've got some videos linked on my website as well that you can see to understand what took place exactly, how it is. I know I showed those to you in class. You can understand that as well. Very graphic, but do think of the physical violence and the manpower that it took for one individual to commit this violence. Questions, comments, please let me know. Put them down below. Otherwise, see you later. Good luck.